Mithras isn't what I expected. Much more chaos and bloodshed than I had anticipated. You don't want to know about me. Nothing worth knowing, really. I lived in Corn, but the Tuatha razed that village to the ground. I figure I'd try a new road. Literally. It's not so bad. I'm used to moving around, plying my wares, meeting new people. I like old Fanny Flanagan. But Ogre and his gang, you best keep distance from that troublesome crew.
Nice to see you. Be safe. Be safe. Stay out of trouble.
Are you stuck here too?
Telogris will give everyone a chance.
Behave.
Can I help you? Hello. What brings you to the Sundry? I've got some of your basic goods, but if you need specialty items, Dramel's your man. I started in the Pure Dairy in Rathir. Imports and exports mostly. We brought in goods from across the Forian Strait. Business dried up with the war and the blockades, and it felt like time to try something different. A new adventure. Augur is in trouble, that's for sure. But how to prove it? I'll never understand how people see freedom in his promises of anarchy and fear. Yes, no fate, but no security either. All right then. Hello. What brings you to the Sundry? I've got some... All right then.
Like the snow? Welcome to Revival.
Be safe.
Behave.
Can you believe this guy? I've seen a lot of false prophets in my time, but this one's in a class of his own. Calls himself Augur. He preaches freedom from fate, devotion to Telogris, as if chaos will make any of our lives better. I have a feeling it's an act. I've got a sense for these sorts of things. Ever since he and his brood arrived in camp, they've been stirring up trouble. Nothing criminal, but a hair's breadth from it. What else can you expect from chaos worshippers? They see themselves as resistance fighters, rebels against predestination. But I'm worried there's more to it, at least with Augur and his deputies. They like having all this power. Predictably, he won't say much about his past. We did our best to run down some leads, but they turned up nothing. He preaches chaos hope, but I think he's a common crook under all that bluster. Most prophets usually are. The people here love him, though. He promises to cut them free from the hardship they've known all their lives. What's not to like about that? I'm smart enough to take help where I can get it. The war taught me that. Talk to Katerina Hoffman over at the camp warehouse. She's the quartermaster, and she's had a lot of trouble lately. Tell her Kirby sent you, and she'll know you're trustworthy. It was a good place until Augur and his fanatics came. They deny that they're preordained, but I don't see much difference. Watch yourself around their part of camp. They'll try to pull you into their unique kind of madness. I'm one of the only Warsworn in this expedition who actually comes from Mithras. I wanted to do my part to keep the region safe. But it's gonna be tough with all the troubled souls moving in through the pass, bringing their baggage with them. Watch for trouble.
We haven't met. I'm Boldo Bergman. It's nice to see a new face in camp, though I'd be remiss if I didn't warn you. Revival's wonderful, but we have our fair share of trouble. Most recently, a series of kidnappings, including my daughter Heidi. I'm a representative for the families of the taken. I speak for those who've been affected by the abductions. We don't know. The Preordained prey on the zeal of their recruits. They don't need to kidnap them. And we don't see much of the Red Legion of the Freemen this far west. As far as we know, it could be anyone. Most of us are merchants, craftsmen, or farmers. We don't have the skills for a posse, and the Warsworn are stretched too thin. We don't know what to do next. Very few, but all the missing settlers had one thing in common. They went searching for firewood in northwestern forests. It's a treacherous area, dense, rocky ground, some caves. Watch your step and keep your eyes open. Interesting. I've been wondering whether they're bringing a hired sword. I assumed the Warsworn would be interested in the extra coin, but they had their hands full with the Niskaru. If you're willing, we'd gladly take you up on the offer. We can't offer much, but we'll do our best to make it worth your while. Almost all the abductions took place in the north of camp, near the western woods. I'm not a wealthy man or a man of any importance. I ran a small import business in the village of Didenhill before uprooting for Mithros. Everything changed when my daughter was taken. My whole life has been consumed with bringing her home. She was a high-ranking politician in Odessa, a legend, but, well, running a refugee camp isn't quite as straightforward. A camp like revival is shot through with scoundrels, thieves and drunkards. Nobody, not even Finola, can control them all. On the surface, it's a friendly, bustling community, but a darkness lurks beneath. It's not what it seems. Mayor Flanagan does her best to keep everything organized, but she's only one woman. Goodbye, my friend. Keep away. All those interesting stragglers and beggars. He's got important business to attend to.
Telogris is coming.
You again? I thought we finished our business. Leave me be or you'll get more attention than you bargained for. You again? I thought we finished our business. Leave me be.
I speak only with the Chaos tongue, a speech of which you know nothing, mortal. I speak only with the Chaos tongue, a speech of which you know nothing, mortal. Telogris is coming.
Help! Thank the gods. I trusted in Lyria, and she has delivered me. My name is Maisie Calhoun. I've been missing for weeks, moved from place to place by these kidnappers. They snatch us from our tents and keep us captive until the auctions. Then they sell us as labourers to the highest bidder. Bless you.
regardless of what the Warsworn say.
Staying out of trouble?
Welcome to Revival.
Lyria. It's good to see you again. I owe you so much. I still can't sleep, troubled by nightmares of my time in the cages. If only I'd had my ring. None of this ever would have happened. Maisie's luck never failed me. Oh, well, it may sound silly to you, but I've always worn a ring given to me by my grandmother. Maisie's luck. That's what she called it. Everyone in the village claimed she was a witch, but I never put much thought to it. Still, the ring did seem to bring me good fortune. I lost it when the kidnappers took me. I flung it from the cage, hoping someone would happen upon it and find me. Little good it did. That would be lovely, but I have no expectations. Chaos reigns in Mithros, and all of Amalur for that matter. Kidnappers, Preordained, Niskaru. It's almost too much to bear. I'm a junker by trade, but I've been known to apprentice novice merchants from time to time. Settlers in these parts have a need for an honest trader, and I'm eager to pass along my expertise. My family arrived with the first group of settlers. My parents and my brother Dumbert. We had our futures all planned out. We trusted Finola with our lives, our property, our safety. And to think, she played us all for fools. I didn't dare hope that it was truly an enchanted ring. Then all my good fortune could be attributed to magic, not me. But some truths cannot be denied. My grandmother must have wanted the best for me, casting a luck charm without my knowledge. Farewell.
trip.
there?
Welcome to Revival.
The West Road is a mess.
I heard Rota Jensen's caravan was attacked by bandits. Colette is trying to form an ensemble. Do you play an instrument?
Safe.
Behave.
Regardless of what the Forsworn say. Telogris will give everyone a chance.
Hello there. I don't want to see you causing it.
Nice to see you.
Regardless of what the Forsworn say. Come closer. Nice to see you. Hello again. How has your journey been progressing? I didn't expect to see you back in Revival so soon. I hired them, but everyone foots the bill. We need them. Between the Niskaru and the Preordained, our people are scared. I gave this place its name. Once it looked like we would be here a while, I knew we needed organisation and leadership. I stepped in. I wasted a lifetime as a scholar in the Odessa Librarium. What I should have been doing is living and learning among the people. The kidnapping ring? I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. We've had a few settlers go missing these last few months, but I'm sure it's a case of people wandering off. Accidents. You don't honestly believe I would harm my own people, do you? So you found one of the invitations, did you? Fine. I'll give you the truth. What did you expect? That I give up everything? Work tirelessly for days and nights, fixing the lives of these ungrateful idiots, and get nothing for it? I am kind, but I am no fool. If these people can't watch their children closely enough, then they deserve what happens to them. But I am not fully to blame. There is another. If you really must know, I was solicited by a noble woman in Crownhold. Philomena Goodchild. She is a high-born patron of some standing, but some of it comes from standing on the backs of others. I am but a link in a chain. Please do not hurt me. Killing me will not end the cycle. Hello, Outlander. That's what the Mitharans call all. I am Finola Flanagan, or as some of the settlers call me.
Confident? Were you able to locate the ring? Maisie's luck would make all the difference between fortune and despair. What a wonderful surprise! May I have it? Oh, this is a momentous day. It is a sign that the future holds hope for me yet. Thank you. I was saving some of my family's wealth for when I settled, but your honesty deserves recompense. Farewell. I've taken up residence in Crownhold, in a place more befitting my station. Bless you.
Welcome to Revival.
Okay, don't hurt me. I'm only minding my own business. You're the one who talked to me, remember? Sorry, I'm a little twitchy. Time in Revival hasn't exactly been encouraging. So what if I love talking about the hero of Melson Shear or the Fateless One, as some people prefer? That's no reason to pick on me. Just some creeps who are frustrated with our lack of progress. They can't get past the gates, so they take out their anger on me. It's not fair, but what can I do? I'm a rancher, not a soldier. I raise sheep. My closest friends are rabbits and chickens. I bet nobody bothers you. Too big, too imposing. If only I had your muscle. Or the hero of Melson Shear. You wouldn't need to hurt anybody. No weapons even. All that's needed is for these bullies to see that I'm not alone. That they can't simply terrorize anybody they want. If we don't stop them now, who will they come after next? The first one you should talk to is Dink. He's a disgraced soldier who gets off on pestering people like me. You can do it!
Watch your step. You've got to keep an eye on these trees. They'll grab you. And if it's not the trees, it's the shrubs, prickly bastards. Can't be too careful. That's why I'm going to burn this whole grove to the ground. The curse, of course. Didn't you notice my attire? I'm a druid. This is what I do. I'm a professional. I was just passing through, from Dallentarth to Eddervale, when I heard about the disappearances in the grove. Sounds like a wild fae problem to me. They hate it when mortals tread too far into their natural spaces, and they fight back. Someone has to do something. I'm thinking fire. For decades, this mountain pass lay blocked and empty. Now, it's overrun with settlers cutting down trees, picking fruit, tipping the balance. One day they'd had enough. One curse is all it takes. Now the grove is cutting down people instead of the other way round. You and me both. But don't tell the other druids that. You must burn the offending flora to the root. The curse will vanish only with the utter destruction of the host. I doubt we can rescue those whom the possessed plants devoured. But we can prevent further tragedies. It's up to you now. Remove the curse.
Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Be safe.
Welcome to Revival.
Be safe. Stay out of trouble.
What do you need? Hey there. Are you here to purchase goods from the Sundry, or do you need to set up an account with the warehouse? Ah, that old ruffian. Yeah, he didn't steer you wrong. I've had some trouble. Theft, little looting, even arson. Somebody is trying to cause trouble here in Revival, and Kirby and I have our suspicions about who it is. Even now, there's a missing supply cart out there somewhere. If Kirby sent you to help me, you can start by finding that cart. Watch out for cultists.
Hello there. Be safe. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. Be safe.
Last I heard from that cart was about 3 days ago. All right then.
Telogris will give everyone a chance.
Welcome to Revival.
That one has a K. You weren't joking. You do enjoy fire. A little too much, if you ask me. I could see the smoke from here. Regardless of how it looks, you've done a good thing. Cursed flora ends up as a problem for everyone, especially troublesome mortals. We can all breathe a little easier. I'm going to linger here for a while. Make sure the solution takes. Thanks again, Fireball. That's my name for you now. You have my respect.
There you are. I wanted to thank you properly. Please take this. One small token of my gratitude. Now listen. I have an idea. I want to set a trap for these bastards. Catch them in the act. We can use the card you recovered, but we'll need explosives. Cave kobolds carry bombs with them everywhere. I've seen it. I'd explore the caves near here, and you might stumble on something.
All right then.
You've done it! Excellent. Give me the bombs. I devised a plan while you were gone. A good one. I'm going to pack my next supply shipment with explosives, but I'll act like it's a collection of my best inventory. I'll plan to leave tomorrow morning and park the cart along the warehouse. And then we wait. The thieves won't be able to resist, but when they come to loot or sabotage the goods, boom! Meet me behind the warehouse at sundown. Don't be late. All right then.
Stay out of trouble.
Can it be? Is it you? I am no fate weaver, but I have seen you in my dreams. You are the fateless one, are you not? As I said, I have seen you in dreams, visions. You search for me, call me by name. You and I will plot a shared path together. And your description matches that of the legendary hero of Mel Senshir. Everyone has heard the stories. I knew it. From the moment I saw you enter Revival, I knew you had come for me. You must be here for Telogris, to purge Mithros of his fantasies of unrest. This is good. It is time. Start with Augur, this camp's resident prophet. He styles himself as Telogris' herald, but he is a little more than a charlatan and a crook. His small group of followers terrorize the other refugees, relying on theft and coercion for control. Just yesterday, they stole one of my most prized possessions, a family heirloom held in trust for generations. I need someone brave to recover it for me. Someone who knows how to punish the unworthy. As I knew it would. It is a simple request far below your typical tasks, but it is of dramatic importance. For this is how we meet, and we must meet before we can join and set out to change the world. I suspect that Augur's chief scoundrel, Tuvan, is responsible for my missing necklace. He was struck by its bright gemstone. Tuvan spends his days in the orbit of his master, Augur. You may find him in the Prophet's private camp. He is a false god if ever there was one. I have seen him with my own eyes. Just a man, an ordinary man. Do not heed the fiction. I have lived all my life in the Feylands, but my family fell apart during the Crystal War. My brother Helic joined the Warsworn, and I have not seen his gentle face in years. Even my parents' old gods were of little comfort. The world changed around us, yet no one seemed prepared for it. I came west to find my purpose, much as you did. For several weeks now, these kind people have filled the role of surrogate family. All of us wish for a new start, far from Fey conflicts. But we have stumbled into new conflicts. Chaos and order. Telogris seems to feed on our desire for peace. Revival is not a utopia, but most of its people look out for one another. Despite what people will tell you, there is only one leader in Revival. Augur. He feeds off the instability and fear of our people. He wields the name of Telogris in pursuit of power, riches, and devotion. But he is not one of the Preordained. Beware the false prophet and his minions. The Chaos cult passes through our midst occasionally, but they do not linger. They care nothing for our people, no matter what Augur claims. From what I have heard, the Preordained have a single task: to abduct and terrorize their enemies. Yes, fateless one.
What are you skulking about for? We don't like strangers. Quit being nosy, or you'll lose the one you got. One swipe of the... My past isn't worth mentioning. I'm done with all that. We've all ended up here on a journey to find something better. He took me in and gave me a job. Something Telogris uses the prophet to warn us of the dark times ahead. Oh, so the crazy maiden sent you. We had names for mad crones. I have a pendant, but only because she gave it to me. And I'm not giving it to you or any... Ha! Nice try. I'll get lost.
Can be trusted.
You're coming mighty close to picking a fight with the wrong people. Are we really gonna discuss this again? I'm not playing your games. Good. Neither am I. Olga can make life... Buzz off. You're coming mighty close to picking a fight with the wrong... Are we really gonna discuss this again? I'm not... Well, that certainly changes And while I hate being the bearer of tidings, I confess... The old merchant Drammel has it. Get lost. There! Halt! Off to jail with... You're coming mighty close to picking a fight with the wrong people. My pass is... I'm done with all that. Get lost.
I heard Rota Jensen's caravan was attacked by bandits.
I speak only
Welcome
with
to
the
Revival.
It's good to see you today. I've got a good selection. A little old, a little new. Oh, you'd be surprised. If you watch him close enough, you'll see him slip up. It's all an act, I'll tell you. He's acting the part, playing on people's fears. He and the Warsworn have a tense relationship. I worry that one of these days that fragile truce will collapse. And then what? Oh, I certainly did. It's something peculiar. Like its owner, you could say. I have a feeling it'll bring me good profit. Why? Interested in making a deal? I'll gladly take an offer, but only if it's in my best interests as a businessman. Which this certainly is. Be well.
What are you looking at?
Organ can be trusted, regardless of what the Warsworn say. Rota Jensen's caravan was attacked by bandits.
I never doubted you. Our meeting is providence indeed. Thank you, Fateless One. Do you see how the gem glows? How the pendant thrums with power? These are omens. We shall meet again, whether in revival or elsewhere. Our fates remain entwined. You will be back.
This place is such a dump. If I were in charge, Revival would... Up until the Fateless One showed up, our side didn't have a chance. The Tuatha would... My time on those walls will haunt me for the rest of my days. I'm here in Mithros because... Well, why not? The Alfar military call me a coward, but it's not like I'm the only soldier who ran at the sight of the Baelor. Is this a joke? I can't take it. Lucky for him, he's not here, but you are. And I'll gladly give you the thrashing meant for him. Yeah, right. We'll see. Try to land one on me, Bruiser. Prepare to kiss the dirt. Buzz off. Keep your distance. You've proved your point. I'll steer clear of bucks from now on. Buzz off.
Telogris will give everyone a chance.
I can't believe what you did. Everyone in Revival is talking about it. You should see to Logan Darrow next. She's given me more bruises than all 5 of my brothers combined. Careful, though. She's usually drunk, and that makes her mean. I was a shy boy in my youth, sleeping among the lambs in the pan, thrilling to stories of the great heroes of Amalur. When I heard of the Fateless One's quests across the world, I was inspired to embark on a quest of my own. It is better than traveling alone, of that I am sure, but every community tends to create its own classes, and I am one of the lowest class in Revival.
You've got this.
Someday you'll pay. Or they'll pay. The Scully Arcana will pay. You mark my words. Justice is... I was once a promising spellcaster. But then I went to a fate weaver. She told me it wasn't my destiny to become a great sorcerer. And I believed charlatans. Liars. I even saw one pass through here not too long ago. Scruffy old coot. Almost as drunk as me. Agarth was his name, and a more pitiful creature I've never seen. Hugo Box, let's go. Let's go. Ouch! Your fists are like get out of here. What do you want?
I heard Rota Jensen's caravan was attacked by bandits.
You're amazing. How have you not become a This last one will be the biggest challenge. Pledge shield, but he won't be able to hide behind his faction anymore. You can do it!
I heard Rota Jensen's caravan.
Stay out of trouble. If you have any valuable possessions, you can keep them with me. I'll keep them safe. For I've been a member of the Forsworn for years. The Niskaru brought many of us to Mithros. There, we are not soldiers. We fight for coin. And we fight for... Oh, he's telling me I'm Forsworn. Looks like I'll need... Haven't you made a fool enough of me? I'd fight you again, but it wouldn't matter. The damage is already done.
Nice to see you. My friend, what did I ever see in the hero of Melsonshire? Amateur heroics compared to you. It's true, I have a new idol now. In fact, your trouncing of Private McGowan was so complete that the Warsworn officer in charge wishes to speak with you. Once again, you have my thanks. Thanks again.
What do you want?
Welcome to Revival.
Hello there. I don't want to see you causing any. What are you doing here? What are you doing back already? I ordered every Oathblade to search for corpses along the ridge. We've been finding pieces as far as the plateau. Do you want to be stripped of your stipend and sent packing? If not, you'd better quit with the shirking and rejoin your troop. The settlers from last night, you know the ones, disappeared after dark, found strewn across the cliffs this morning. Not exactly what you want to wake up to, am I right? Oh, so you think you're special, do you? I ought to... Wait a minute. You're not one of my regulars? Oh, Mitharu's beard, I apologize. I got a bit overzealous, I'm afraid. Things have been a bit tense in the camp, what with those damned Mitharans keeping their gates locked tight. These settlers have been holed up out here for weeks, scared, restless. And then the attack started. The Niskaru frenzies. It started as a single tent, and now it's a city unto itself. They call it Revival because the people here are hoping for a new start. Most are settlers hoping to find a new life beyond the gates. Others are veterans of the war, broken souls looking for a bit of peace. They hired our Oathblades to keep them safe. Let's just say it was a much bigger job than we anticipated. My teachers always said they were a myth, ancestors of the All-Main. But they're no myth. They live right here in these mountains, tucked away like a cat in a drawer. They don't take too kindly to outsiders, though. Closed the gates to their city as soon as they saw us coming. Well, that's what we call them anyway. Whole packs of the things. Agitated in a kind of bloodlust we've never seen before. It's all the chaos magic in the air. Some fool in the city thinks he's Telogris, and he's been working his followers into a froth. Telogris, the Chaos King? God of Unrest? Lord of Entropy? Please. What we need is less of the chaos spectacle and more hands hunting these Niskaru. That's how we make camp safe again. Who, that nutbat calling himself Telogris? Oh, sure. He soars past on his fancy lizard every few days, checks things out. He and his little cult spend most of their time behind the city walls plotting. Agarth? No. Can't say that I know that name. Of course, we get hundreds of settlers and travelers through here now that the path's been cleared. Fancy yourself an Niskaru hunter, do you? Well, I won't turn you down. I can even offer you a bit of gold for your trouble. If you survive. I was just readying a mission into the caves. The Freehold's a favorite den of the Niskaru. It's up the cliffs a ways. You can tag along if you like. But try not to get in my way. Safe. Stay out of trouble. Go on.
You're mine.
Take this. Preordained all the way up here. I don't understand, and I don't like it. Something strange about all this. Do you recognize those markings? Chaos worshippers. We should take a look around. Hey there. Well, well, well. You must be the one putting the fear of Lyria into all of Revival's troublemakers. Can't say I blame you. But I pride myself on an orderly camp, and I can't have people doling out justice whenever they feel like it. Not even you. McGowan is my responsibility, and if he's using his power to terrorize the people he's meant to protect, he needs Warsworn punishment. We tend to punish ours a bit more harshly than most. He'll get a lashing, a brand, and we'll turn him loose from our ranks. Unless you think he's had enough. Very well. It is a worthy cause for his abuse of power. The Warsworn must stay true to our values. Next time, if you want to exact revenge for an innocent, talk to me first. Understood? We arrived when it was only a few tents, a circle of wagons. Now it's practically a village. Has a mayor and everything. If you need anything, talk to Finola. They call her Mayor Flanagan. A real god of chaos here? Don't count on it. He's just some local kid with delusions of grandeur. He knows a good opportunity when he sees one. Spent most of my time in Apatir, at Ironfast Keep. A desert rat. Don't know how I feel about all this snow and ice yet. This was a big job, so Warsworn promoted me to acting Amalur. I run security for the whole camp. I've been fighting the Chaos Beast since I was old enough to hold a sword. And you could say it's my life's work. So imagine how I feel about all this Telogris business. A gnome. Don't see many of those out here. She's a solid sword, reliable. Anything that comes through the camp eventually finds its way to Finola. Don't let her sweet act fool you. In any other situation, that guy would be locked up for madness, or in a carnival somewhere. He's slippery, though. You have to watch him closely. He holds a lot of sway in this camp. Quite the mix of people. You'd be surprised. There's even a large cluster of Telogris followers, folks hoping he can give them a chance at a better fate. I wouldn't count on it. Their leader's a bloke named Olga. Pretty shady, if you ask me. A prophet in his own mind. I don't need a book to tell me what's going on. The Preordained are using chaos magic to summon Niskaru. We need to search the Freehold for any more of those cultists, and oust them. Blimey, Thorough, where did that come from? I don't like the idea of a Chaos Rift. Not one bit. Find the rift and close it. Hurry! Well done. Hopefully that'll keep that at bay. At least for a while. Looks like you have to slay all the Niskaru before trying to close those rifts. Move fast or risk getting overrun. I've got a bad feeling that the Preordained have gotten into the Freehold somehow, even with the guards. Come on! Go on. Careful up ahead. Close.
Come, Preordained.
That was close.
Take this.
Close.
You're mine.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. We were certainly short-handed before you arrived. We'll take any help you can give us. Certainly short-handed, but... certainly short-handed. Stay out of trouble. Be safe. Hello there.
I'm not talking. And what do you want? Do you really think I'll start gabbing as some stranger? You don't even live in Revival. Go on, do your worst. Okay, fine, please. You don't need to make threats. I'll talk. I'm never meant to hurt anyone. Augur wants to sow division and distrust, to convince his followers that it's time to leave for Telogris' city. But people are too afraid, too worried to leave Revival behind for the unknown. They think they want freedom, but they're afraid of the price it'll cost them.
Whatever. Stay out of trouble. Hello there.
How are you?
Telogris will give everyone a chance.
Nice to see you.
You're everywhere. I suspect you hear that a lot. Oh, well. I spoke with Oathblade Kirby, and according to him, I owe you a debt of gratitude and a bit of coin. Just try to restrain yourself from now on. Augur was bad enough.
Come to Telogris. Bow to the Chaos King.
Take this! Take this. Take this. Certainly short-handed before. You were certainly short-handed before.
Take this!
That's close. I figured it out. We've got to kill all the Niskaru before closing the rift. That's how the Niskaru are getting through. Rift. That's how the Niskaru are getting through. There's a rift around here somewhere. I'm certain of it. Find the rift and close it. You were certainly short-handed before you arrived. What did you say your name was again? I've never seen fighting like that. And I've seen my fair share. 20 years in the Warsworn, but nothing even comes close. I'd have been a goner if not for you. This place, it's not just a ruin. Not anymore. It's been corrupted by something darker. This isn't just about Niskaru. I recognize some of these bodies. They're settlers who disappeared from camp. And they weren't killed by monsters. These are sacrifices. Chaos magic by the markings. I'd say this was part of some ritual. Perhaps it was used to summon the Niskaru. There have been rumors of a chaos death cult in this region, but I have yet to see any hard proof of it. Until now. Over the last few weeks, alone or in pairs, their people didn't even seem to raise a fuss about it. It looks like they've been made offerings, but to what? To Logris? I don't want to believe it, but this scene suggests something very deliberate. Niskaru don't kill like this. This may be the work of chaos fanatics, of the followers of Telogris. They'll do anything to seek his favor. Now, take this with some skepticism, but there are stories of a chaos cult operating in these mountains. Devout disciples of Telogris. They call themselves the Preordained, some reference to their destinies as mercenaries and killers. They have the whole region on edge. I can only guess at what madness leads people down such a path. But the Preordained, and even some of the settlers, believe that fate binds us, traps us. They believe in Telogris' mad dream of destroying destiny, for everyone. They're willing to sacrifice a small number of people for the greater good, to weaken the web holding us all together. It's all a bit grand in scale for a lowly warsworn like me. Yes, you do. From what I've seen, you're the only one with a reasonable chance to stop what's happening. I lied before, and I'm not proud of it. I have seen Agarth the Fateweaver. He came through camp several days ago. I didn't know if I could trust you. Out here, you never know whom you can trust. If you can get beyond the walls, try the village, Gale Crossing. You'd want to stop there for resupply before heading into the mountains.
Aye.
Hey.
Out of my way.
Mithras isn't what I expected. Much more chaos and bloodshed than I had be well.
Behave.